Welcome to my game development stream. Today I will make performance improvements. First, let's start everything and look at the performance problem. Started my environment. Dev starts my backend. Once it says game dev started, I can call it in the browser. This is my current game. I think I can currently not show the performance problem, as I did the amount of characters per. Where do I start here? Somewhere I have ticking. Yes, the one here I tick. I create enemies. Here's 50. 100 enemies, it's visible. Too fast. There should be 100 enemies. I am too far away, I have terrible lag. It's because currently all 100 enemies each tick do passing. They don't run. They run around the tree to find to me. This takes too much performance when it's done for 100 enemies. 60 times per second for a too big distance. And I have to improve on this. Therefore, I have started writing a performance test, which I first need to improve. If I press the button T, it's executed. Let's see, 3.4 seconds. It's the same last time, so I have a test, but it's not perfect yet. What does the test make? It creates a map with the C2 the source and target position, checks if this position is a position to walk on. If not, you positions it. And then I call my pathfinding algorithm to get me the direction to run. And I compare the performance. I do it 4,000 times. My case, for my game, I have 100 enemies with basically one, so 100 times would be equivalent. Here we see, okay, the distance also relevant, so it's 12 times map tile size, so 12 tiles horizontal and 6 tiles vertically away. And doing it 100 times takes 90 milliseconds, which is too much to do it 60 times per second. For 60 times per second, I would need to be below 16 milliseconds. Maybe it's interesting to, let's make let iterations equals this. Do this here, and then we can should I round it? Let's see. Now I have time per iteration, 1.3 milliseconds. 0.9, 0.9. Okay, the first execution is always a bit slower. See, barely below 1 milliseconds, we could only do it for like 30 enemies to be below 16 milliseconds. Now we need to improve it. So first, I need to change the test. I want to have multiple target positions and multiple source positions. Let number enemies be 100. Let number players be 2. Then I need to create function create random position, and I want to seed in here. It's a random seed. Yes, it's a random seed. And I need more. Position. Random positions. We could do amount. We return a position array. Positions as a position array. Turn condition, initialize it empty, turn it at the end. There's no position. Now I can iterate for amount. And I can positions push x0. Can do width and number and a height number. Currently not sure if I should it based on this number. Well, let's do next random. So random seed, apply it with widths. Do the same y with height. Now it's a random number between 0 and width and 0 height, and it's seeded, so I add random seed equals 0. Oh no, it's not seed 0. This should be a random seed. I have source and target positions. I need this. I have to let temp pose equals this random one, and we push it, but first we check if it's a valid position. But I also need some map. Okay, map. This should work. Now I can wait. Do I need amount is the number of enemies? Random seed is random seed. Width is I choose it. I choose 12. Let width next time. Let height 6 times. Let's use this and height and map. I'm gonna need these two. I do the same target positions, but target positions are based on number of players. Now I do for source positions E modulo number player number enemies. Let's do target positions E modulo players. Now I have a performance on this. Now I have random C. I can now do, let's do 100 iterations. I got faster. I don't understand why I got faster. I doing it 100 times. Source position. Ah, yes, my positions are random, and this will result in far shorter passes. So I can if based on randomness they are further away, I can increase the size. This should give okay, now do it for 1000 iterations. This number is looking fine. It's not diverging too much, so it's, as the test change, I can no longer compare these values. I have take 0.34 ms for 100 iterations. No. These are 40 as for 1,000 iterations. Can use this as a base. Might be okay for a test. Now we need to get this number down. It's 300 milliseconds. I think I get to 3,000 iterations, so I am getting close to a second. Let's take copy. What did I copy? The number I wanted. Everything. Let's do it this way. This is fine now. It's a console. Or console. I have done once. I control. I press T. Have a value. I stop. Now I can all onto it. Looking good. And can. So now I am using full window. I am interested in mainly this bottom up. What we see is the main part is happening in get next waypoint, which is expected. Passing performance takes 119 milliseconds, but that's not counted as end result. But let's just look into it. Just has a timer for this. Interesting. Let's go to map tile. I saw this last time. For some reason, this line, which is just access a value, takes a lot of 91 milliseconds. For a total time of 1 second, it's only 1%. No, 100 milliseconds of 1 second is 10% of the time. And not what would I would think it should take. Basically, doing this calculation takes longer than me. This would just be a reference. I want to find out. I'm in map.js 47. No, not map. Yes, map. Get map tile. Let's let a small change. Get the key. Here. Use the key. Is this taking time or is this accessing taking time? Go back to there. Reload. I should have the changed code. I can now press G. Nothing changed. Vibe, so recording. Do one more. I hope I have. Yeah, I have. Execution. Can I just double click or something to zoom onto it? Okay, I just have to. This has to be selected for the times to be dependent on it. That's what I need. Get map type. Now let's see. Accessing the key in chunks takes the majority of the time. And here I get from ij in tile values access 2 times something, and it's this should happen once per execution, the same as I should always have the chunk because I generate it if I wouldn't have it. And then just calculate the correct values. As long as I have a valid value, I would make a console on it, so I don't have it. So L every time executes this line, and this is only 0.8 milliseconds. It's also accessing value in array. Or is it an array in this case? Ij are numbers and chunk as numbers. Is it significantly faster with numbers? Than with strings? Get map tile, he will run through here. So map chunks I have. Size of maybe 10. This will grow, but for the test case it's this small. I could convert instead of a string and make it a number, which would limit its maximum map size. So it's unlikely that ever a player will run for eternity in one direction and will need an unlimited size. It's likely that the computer's limits are reached. Can I find out if this performance confuses me? Might not be the most relevant. The most relevant is currently this. Where I check by current index is -1, or this is again access with string key. No, F-score is in this case a map. And the high value is just because of how often it gets executed, probably. Because the open nodes have a high length. I would say this whole thing takes 400 milliseconds, so half of the time. Where's my breakpoint? I don't have one, okay. Which means I go to parsing, and instead of searching for the event, I could try open nodes point sort. I have to shortly look up JavaScript array sort. I want my own function, AB. I want an example. Turn -1, 1, and 0. Okay. AB. I know. AB. Those are second. Open nodes has positions, so these are positions. And I have to return 0 on I have to sort based on the score. A F score equal now I need a key A X and AY. Score is F score point get key. Same for B. Don't know if this make a difference, but see what happens. A score, B score. Possibly undefined. I want this to be number. This to be a number. These have to exist if A is less, A is greater. Okay. If A is greater, I return a 1. Else if turn a -1, and I this it's a tweet for me. And else we turn with 0. And then we open nodes. Shift was it? Was the first element. F1. I don't need this stuff then. I would expect this to be the same. But I don't know how he sorts. Let's just look. Small to big. Dive into the same area now. Let's see if this still works. It looks different, but they fine to me. And it's slower. Oh, it feels slower. Let's do T. It's significantly slower, factor 10. Okay, so sorting is slower. We can revert this. No, yeah, this I want to revert. Wasn't far away from the original change. Now I'm confused. I reverted. Okay, reverting it over git. Confused. Now I'm again running through this. Can I... What is the alternative? To have it always sorted? To add in a way that's always sorted. I need to find the smallest in nodes, in open nodes. If I push one in open nodes, I do it at the end. I could push it on a certain position, but when I change the F-score, I change the F-score, I sort based on the F-score. Neighbor key. Neighbor key is for neighbor iji. I just change the came from set can be changed, I think. I can get the same neighbor check this if I can find it. So this neighbor can already be in here. Would need to change its position. If it's not fine, then I need to push it to the correct position. Would it be faster? Still need one overall. The performance log is. No, I no longer have. I build, I do one. Stop. Key down. Passing. Bind is just 44. Okay, here I need for every node I check, I have to run one time over all nodes. If I switch this up, if we time I add nodes, it's in a later part. I need to push them in the right position. Could be a small improvement, but hard to see. I think I need... I think it's hard to prove on this alone. So I have to do some remembering stuff. But then I have to rebuild the R-star. Okay. So the change I want to do is I'm calculating the same as I only have limited number of players. The passing to each player position often stays the same. Okay. So all enemies have to run to this same position. So the R-star always calculates the waypoints new, but A-star calculates how does this get to this, and like, this would only be like these two the same way. I can also turn around the calculation, which doesn't say how can anybody get to this position. All the nodes around it can use it. But therefore I need to rewrite this thing. Could also see what happens if I put diagonal tiles in. I do this, I would expect small improvement. Yes, this is a easier change. So let boolean equals false. Oops. Can I even top, bottom, left and right? All booleans, all false. Does this work? Don't know. In here, top is true. This is bottom is true. What did I do? Bottom is true. This is left. It's left equal to right equals true. And now can more temp if top and bottom, put top and right. I can temp ij white is plus, top is minus. West stays the same. I use the ugly code. White and bottom. This is white, this is bottom. Bottom and left. Left is minus, bottom is plus. And left top. And top. And these are wrong. So let's see what happens. Parsing still works. And I'm down quite a bit. This average, yeah. Let's take this line, copy. To the performance test. We now have with diagonal routing. So I improved by 30%. Interesting. Let's see. They have to run around something. They find the way. They're a bit better in following. Okay. Interesting. But comes a more difficult one. And second routing. Get next to waypoint 2. And I need no, this will be difficult. What do I need? I have the came from map. String to a position. Is this what I have to put in? Came from. Do I put something in came from? Neighbor key is ij. Okay. if I okay, I don't have the target position. I can for now let temp save what it says, and I have temp. Oh, it's not so temp, it's performance save. Let's call it came from cache. This might be a fitting name. And this is not quite what I want. Start with this, a map. But I need a map of a map, I think. So map from again a string. It is string or specific ij position. I have a map. This came from. Tell someone where to go. Came from cache. This is a new map from type type. This is the end. I have to use it, but can I just copy this for now? I need something very similar. Let me try. I copy it. Reverse target and source position. Are they only used here? Okay, I'm interested. Now the target is the source and the start is the target position. And if I do reconstruct path, currently I did a different one. Let's get it up here. I don't need an extra, I think. A second. If current node is my target, then I just need the came from. Let's go down to reconstruct. again. Yes, and get. I should have it. I just need the get. And 2. Here's what I destroyed. Is came from get. Is it Q and node? This has to exist. Now I'm doing it backwards. Let's see if this works. Interesting. They still fine to me. Ah no, I only my test does use it. Undefined. Okay. This did not happen. Let's try to understand it. I now get target X and Y. With our queued node, which is in here, should also be in the set, doesn't it? I set for the key X, Y. Did I make a I reached the target. Queued node or target shouldn't make a difference. I should get here. Last position is a position. Next. 4, X10, 8-2. Do I have a last position here? Here it's a top, but now it scrolls down. Did breakpoint last position undefined. And it happened. Undefined. For a certain case. Came from is empty. This is if target and if source and target are the same, I guess. Yes, if source and target are the same, I won't find this. It's already there. Okay, I understand the problem. How was it here? Ah, is this returned? Same. Doesn't this mean if this is undefined, I just turn it? Well, I'm not sure. Let's see what happened. Find. Let's reload. It became 102 slower. I need references, character. Currently no idea if this actually works, so I try it out. They fine to me. So this works just as good. I can keep the 2 here for now. And let's once again do a few rounds. I will take this line, or I take 84. We reversed routing. It got slower. Can I explain why it gets slower in the other direction? I have no idea in this. I would determine the positions all before I go in here, so the randomness should not be influenced. And for my test case, it's just slower. Now I need the came from cache. This will make it difficult. Target ij. I start with the target position. I also need to save the open nodes. Oh no, I need to alter the A-star algorithm. Now counts the distance to the enemy, but I want to count how far away I am from. Okay, I need to do it differently. This does not help. What does it? The came from points to the right goal, but the scores are set up to the target, in my case, the enemy. This does not work. I have to alter it completely. It's then I will rebuild it. I think I will need to iterate on nodes, and I always want the tuned newest node. This stays the same. If I reached my target, I can do this. And if I don't reach my target, I can add neighbors. And I have a queued node key, neighbor key, and a score. With the score, it changes. So this part is. I have to redo it. I delete it for now. And this score part is also no longer valid. Does it? I think I have to think a bit more about it. Scores are two came from cache. I don't have the score. Let's see again. The G-score is the tentative score, which is G-score plus the new distance. Basically, it's the distance already traveled. Distance already traveled starts with null. And the F-score is the distance already traveled plus the estimated distance. I want to rename it. Rename. Das already traveled. Already traveled distance. Already traveled distance. The S-score is already traveled plus estimated distance. It's best guess. Best estimated distance. Best estimated total distance. Mm. And I came from cache does not have these values. But they are. Do I need the already traveled distance? I want this to get reusable, but I am unsure. Already traveled distance. This I can reuse. If the source position changes, the target position stays the same, and because I do the routing starting from the target position back, already traveled distance will stay the same. Yes, so I should be able to reuse this, but the best estimate total distance is only working together with the source position. But for sorting, this is the one I need. These estimations. Are always the tentative score, which I have saved, and the distance. If I also save the open nodes. Open nodes are just positions I did not run over yet. And I can already best estimate distance I use here, and I recalculate there. I can change it up. Okay. Then I will remove this set. We'll see how this impacts performance. I think I can remove it, and I just need let best estimated total distance. I will not use Q and key here. I will need what I calculate here. So already travel distance. Yeah, I'm already travel distance. So Q and key plus the calculated distance from my Q and key. No. Wait. Q and key calculate distance, open nodes. This should work. To the target. Already traveled distance. Get to the undefined. This won't be undefined. Now I can remove this. And I'm interested if it still works. Looking good. Quite sure. Just like take randomly this. I now have a new time, which is reversed plus removed one map. This didn't change at all. Maybe a bit slower. Now I need the open nodes and the already traveled distance. Let open nodes cache. Nodes cache is position and let already traveled distance cache. And if I did not quiz it correctly, I need is this correct? For yes, yep. String position. Did I mess something up somewhere? String position, string position. New. I forgot new, yes. And I need here. So deter distance cache. Map this type. And it's done. How do I initialize it now? First of all, I to use stuff. And I have target start. Now I have came from travel open nodes. let's here, no, after if came from cache as oops, start with open nodes cache. This has to be based on my start position. Else, when this exists, I want open nodes to be open nodes cache get start key. I will inject multiple times. And I will get the start key. This won't be undefined. Checked if it exists. And I do the same for came from cache get start key. This also exists and already travel distance cache. Oops. Get start key and it exists. And if this is not the case, I will need to set them. Start key and nodes. 3 came from cache already travel distance. Okay. But if I get nodes from somewhere else, I no longer need to push the start. Yeah, this is new. If I now look, what is the current lowest distance? Travel distance? There's a problem. Could be that this came from was already reached. Let's check this. If came from S, start key. CSS let target key, not target key, S target key. Target IJ. And I need to return. basically need this. Here I say I found the key for this position. So I can do the same check here. This key, we get this target key. And clean up chat. So if it came from the key, we get it. This cannot happen if it has a target key. Have it cannot be undefined. And then I need to return this, I think. I have no idea if it works. They are still running to me. And now they are, now I'm stuck. No error, endless loop. Endless loop. Is it possible? I'm here somewhere. Did we start? So once a node was directly before me. How do I find out about it? If I wait till... Oh, it's stuck. Now I wait. Now I can... see what happens. A map of 10,000 entries came from cache. That's not good. Came from. Why does it have so many? I have an idea. It searches... Okay, this is another problem. The forever search. But I can restart with a waypoint. Interesting. My start condition is not good enough. I have this, so I get it. The came from has not the target key. and based on the code here, it's expected that the target key is not in here. There's a case missing. So the case is source and target are the same. If source and target are the same, I can quit earlier. Can quit here. If start and target are the same, can just return a target position. In this case, could this still happen? The queued node. A node gets only added to open nodes when I also set a came from. So I guess this no longer happens. Test. I died. Oh, this is interesting. Test time is down to far too low. But it works. Yes, it's no strange. So this should be no longer a existing case. Is it correct? I don't understand. It's good to be... Ah, okay, now I understand bit. It's of course 1 millisecond. But let's... These are simpler numbers. Now I have time with caching. I improved by a lot. Yes, 3,000 iterations. And it's working. Although I never clear this cache. Does it grow too big? And it's also map depends, so I need a small change. They have to be part of here. Came from cache, open cache, and already tell distance cache. I should not initialize them here. And also no semicolon. Now, who is responsible for caching? It's definitely the performance upgrade I needed. Let me think. Don't want it to be on the map. Export a passing cache. Turn let's make a type passing cache. Needs a new why? No, don't need. And I think I used commas in this case. And I want to no, no, new. And I was missing the function keyword. No, it fits. Now I want the passing cache here. Be a passing cache. I can also say or null. Null. It's null by default. Accepts it. Now passing cache. Punkt. If my passing cache exists, second. I have to do it before. Equals null, then we use it. And I'm gonna need this question mark. I fill it. The only problem is that this might grow large if I don't clean it up. But problem for when I know it happens. It will happen, I guess. No, not if I always initialize it new. Let's now I changed it up. So if I restart, this should not happen. Why? My passing cache is now null, which means that initialize I came from already to a distance with default values. What did I did not get this one. So I have one else I need, and this is this. I need the starting node. That works to me. And if I now die and make my performance test, I'm not using the cache. So I can let cache passing cache is equals a caching passing is cache thing, and we use it here. Now we are fast. Let's die. Five milliseconds. It's even faster. Let's go to 300 iterations. I did not restart. This is interesting. There is no difference between 300 and 3000. Something feels off. I know that the time gets less accurate the lower it is. So, and I was on 1.5 before. Now I'm on more basically having them in a map slows it down. Feels like it. But then it would need to slow down if I use the, see, I'm at 300 iterations. Can probably do 30,000 now and it will tell me the same time. Oh, now I get some slightly higher numbers. But I have still a problem with this being 6 milliseconds. So let's do the 30. It tells me 4. So basically it's less improvement on low iterations, yes, because the cache has to be set up once. But I now put it just in a type, and this makes it slower. Where do I, no, if I create parsing cache, I make new maps. And now in the second version, it just sets them up. Well, I want to see what performs if I set it into not in performance, then in parsing the character. Determine enemy move direction. I would now use caching, a pass. How did I call it? Parsing cache. It's just do this. No. Yes, this line I wanted. It's too much. I don't export it. Yes, I don't export it. Export. I accidentally pressed the button. I want the parsing cache to be here. And now I can function here, tick enemy character. I also need the parsing cache in here. One null. Should I definition? I think I don't null. It's easier. Who does this? Tick enemy character. This is now the plural. Yeah, I could now create passing cache. Let's see. No, this is not. Let passing cache be. I need it. I now created per tick. It's now these use a cache. I would assume performance issue is gone. Where did I set the number of enemies? I forgot again. In the model where I created. Okay, here I have 50, I want 100. Go away now. 1. No legs to feel. Can also try despawn enemy and determine detect character test, determine closest character player, tick characters. Doesn't happen here. Tick characters, tick enemy character. And does the game do it currently? Despawn for enemies. This is only character based, so it might should be over there in the and well, let's keep it. Okay, let's increase the distance, which I remove. Oh, I can run further away, increasing the passing. I don't feel anything. This is good. I would say I have solved my performance issue. Let's add one. Let's reload once. In here, press a few times. Let's take a random one. after putting cache into type and no longer global. Parameter. This jump is still strange. But I can't use the cache like I also need where my game tasks. Too slow. I have. Yes, I've done it. My two-player does memory, does cache. No, I don't. I throw it away. I don't have memory problems. So parsing is done. What did I do? I still have to clean up. I don't longer need parsing 1 and 2, I just have parsing. This means I can throw this one away. I can so reconstruct pass away. I need to throw this 2 away and this 2 away. Oh, where is my mistake? 5? Yeah, okay. And I need one more 99. Yeah. Would work again. Yep. Good enough. So I can commit. Improved parsing performance. Commit. Push. What are my next tasks? See map tiles, destroyable tiles, or balancing? Can think about it until next time. I could here destroy trees together, something like this. And also next task would be enemies bowing as enemies, but some behavior patterns. Can use abilities, so improve. Did my game vision have something to enemies? bosses and different types of enemies at least. Improve enemies. Fragezeichen, less enemies. You will see. Already 2 hours in, so let's just look at the play one time again. I'm the blue dot shooting black dots. If they touch me, I lose HP. If I kill enough black dots every 20 kills, I get a level. Each level I get a skill point I can spend. Yeah, speed is my blue dot speed. This might be better to get a percentage value. CO2 does not say much. Multi-shot is I shoot 2 bullets instead of 1. It's essentially double damage at the beginning. Pierce is my bullet can hit multiple times. Also double damage in the beginning. Pierce is best damage upgrade. And I get an error, an endless loop. Cannot get the console up, which is bad. Did I do something strange? Endless loop is most likely surpassing. Don't send. I'm probably. So now I have the console open. I have sources. I can go to passing is most likely the reason for the lag. Maybe I have to run far away. Or do I have to get close to rock or something? That's fine to me. Doesn't look like it's. Do they? It finds to me. Spawns correct. There is an endless loop possibility currently in passing, which would be if there is. I have an infinite map, but no path available. So if I would be surrounded by trees, enemies would try forever to find to me because I have an endless map. Not realizing, but this was not the case. Well, I can see in the recording if I see something. There was a position where an enemy could have spawned. That would be a hint. Also need to test multiplayer again. It still works. testing purposes might make scaling adjustment next time. Currently the start takes forever. The end is too easy. The other way around might be more interesting. Hmm. Now I slowly get strong. Not careful, I might die. Multi-shot, speed, speed. Oops, oops. No, died. But this is fine for now. Let's create a second connection. This connected also to this, and now I am here. It's not hard to control both, but let's see if it looks the same. Further away. Get the respawn of everything. And they look the same. This is good. Mm, okay, I think this is good enough. Maybe in this stream recording I see why this crash could occur, and then that's enough for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.